Hey, it's Greg and Carol. Welcome to Beer Guys TV. Hey, we're not in the old studio in Glencoe, Minnesota.
Nope, we're on a ship.
We're on the high seas, matey. Arr!
If you're looking for serious, in-depth beer information, well, you're listening to the wrong show. But if you want fun and entertaining beer information, you've come to the right place. It's another Beer Guys TV podcast.
Hey, once again, we're on board the Carnival Horizon. We've got brewmaster extraordinaire here. We've got Rob from the Pig Anchor Smokehouse Brewhouse, the head brewmaster.
Yes, sir.
And thanks for taking a moment. I know the cruise that we're actually docked in Jamaica right now, getting ready to brew some beer. You got some things going on behind us right here.
That's exactly right.
What have we got going on back there?
Currently, I am brewing Toasted Amber Ale. It's our most popular beer on the ship. Right now, I'm mashing. So we're right in the middle of our mash rest.
You're a masher.
We're the masher, man. Here we are.
Here we are. Well, you've been so kind as to hook us up with an amber ale here. Very smooth Vienna Lager.
Yep.
I said ale.
I did. That's all right. This is the Vienna Lager.
Yeah. That's a nice, easy drinker, right?
It
there.
is. It
it's
really is.
A little bit biscuity.
Yeah, slightly biscuity.
Yeah, very, very tasty. Has this been a popular brew for you here?
Actually, yeah, I brewed this one just after like Oktoberfest because I didn't quite have time to do like a Feist beer, like a Marzen.
Marzen, yeah.
So I threw this one out there, and it was popular enough that I've continued to brew it because people just love it. So we just keep
well, hey, well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Whatever makes people happy, I'm there.
Well, I know Carol's running the camera. Thanks, Carol.
Thanks, Carol.
Hey. We got a chance yesterday to do the tour with you, and we tried a bunch of the beers, and really some very nice beers. You think sometimes that maybe something like this would be a bit of I hate to say gimmick, but
right.
But you take this pretty serious.
Absolutely, man. As a matter of fact, we take it seriously enough where we do compete in two of the beer festivals that we're allowed to compete in.
Yeah.
We have won medals with our beers.
Wow.
U.S. Beer Open Championship 2019, we took bronze for smoked porter. So,
wow.
Yeah, we do take it serious.
Yeah, this ain't no disco. This ain't no fooling around.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a real deal right here. Yeah, you got the fermentation tanks and everything. You got things going on. How often do you brew?
I brew twice a week, 400 liters per batch.
Okay.
So I'm making 800 liters of each brand per week.
Okay, well that keeps all the folks on board happy.
That keeps all the cruisers nice and buzzed.
Now some of the other Carnival ships will have your beer on it as well.
That's correct.
Or
So
at least a parched pig, I think it's called, is it?
So we have Carnival has two brands currently. We have the Parched Pig, which is this location, all the beers that we make here. That includes the Toasted Amber Ale, the Farmhouse Ale, the West Coast IPA, and the Smoked Porter.
Okay.
Then the Vista has another brewery with another brand. That's the Thirsty Frog. Thirsty Frog Caribbean Wheat is also available in cans on the entirety of the fleet of ships. All 28 ships has canned Thirsty Frog Caribbean Wheat on all of them.
Wow, very good. Well, that's, as you mentioned yesterday, very smart on Carnival's part.
Absolutely.
Why not take that share of the market?
Absolutely.
And then also, from a craft beer point, offer some really good beer.
Absolutely, man. And the thing is that for us to be able to offer like really good house-made beer to our people, it's not just. It's also about like the experience, right? Like,
sure.
You guys come on the cruise and you get to watch the beer being made.
Yeah, that's cool.
And so there's something to be said for that.
Yeah, absolutely. It does add to the experience.
Absolutely.
Now are there any? I know you talked about this yesterday a little bit, but for those that don't know, any challenges by being on a ship brewing versus on land?
Mainly logistics,
Sure.
Mainly acquiring and storing materials, and then cleaning things to the appropriate level for U.S. public health. Now, of course, we all know that brewing has to be very clean anyway.
Yep.
But because we're attached to a restaurant, the aesthetic also makes a difference for U.S. public health. So we do have to go the extra mile, which does add a bit of complexity to our process.
Wow. Oh yeah, I saw it. There is that.
We know that one serving just isn't enough, so there's more Beer Guys TV on tap and coming up.
Beer Guys TV brings you beer reviews and beer-related information in a fun and clean, entertaining way. Our website is a combination of beer articles, reviews, products, videos, and now podcasts too. And you can also find us on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. Check those out. Please take a moment to visit our sponsors as well and tell them that you heard about them or saw them right here on Beer Guys TV. That will allow us to continue to bring you entertaining beer reviews and other fun stuff your way. And remember to enjoy your beer in moderation, never drink and drive, and always use a designated driver. That way you'll be around to enjoy more beer tomorrow. Hey, thanks for listening. And now, back to the show.
When you get your products in for brewing, be it hops or your grains or whatever, you bring it in by the pallet? Is that,
Yep.
man, you're not just grabbing a sack of grain and let it go, because once you're out in the ocean, you're kind of got what you got, right?
Exactly. So I order all of my materials I order by the pallet. So if I need grain, I just order an entire pallet of grain, and that can be mixed. So some 2-row, some Thomas Fawcett, some this, some that, some hops, and then it all comes in one pallet. That saves us also on shipping costs.
Oh, well, hey, you got to save a few bucks.
Exactly.
I mean,
It's just being smart, right?
Or that's just called good business right there. Yeah, it doesn't matter what size. I think it would be easy to think, well, Carnival's got $1 bazillion, but hey, it's still a business.
Yes.
Yeah, and that's job security for you.
Absolutely.
I was just going to ask you, how long have you been doing working for Carnival?
I've actually only been with Carnival for like 5 months now.
Okay.
But I've been in the brewing industry altogether for like 6 or 7 years.
Okay.
But yes, with Carnival since September the 21st, 2019.
Wow, there you go. So if you ever decide you're going to get out and enjoy a break from winter, and especially in Minnesota, you certainly want to get on board the Horizon.
Absolutely.
Where you can see this guy right here. Any brews in the future that you hope to get to be able to brew, other than your standards? You got
Absolutely. I would love to brew very soon. I want to brew like a nice, probably hazy pale ale or IPA.
Carol will be all over that. Yeah.
Something very juicy, very tropical for the people coming up in spring and summer.
Yeah.
And then I would also like to see a Pilsner and a Kolsch come in for that season too. So I'll probably have 2 seasonals during the summer, one being like a hazy, juicy IPA, the other being either a Pilsner or a Kolsch. I haven't decided quite yet.
Boy, decisions.
I know, yeah.
Darn it, this job is tough.
It's tough, man. It's tough.
How long do they keep you on board on one stretch?
So that's an interesting concept for us brewers, because normally my contract is 6 months.
Okay.
But there's only 3 of us in the company, 1 per ship. So currently there's not really anybody to come take my spot. So I don't necessarily have like a sign-off date as of now.
Sure.
But I mean, I love my job and my life, so I'll stay on board as long as they let me, man.
I mean, yeah, young guy, this is a pretty sweet gig. Good for you.
I travel around and get paid to brew beer.
Yeah, and meet all kinds of
and
folks.
hang out with really cool people. What more could you ask?
I don't know. Let me see.
Exactly.
I'm sure what goes in a factory. Yeah, I know. No, that's awesome. Well, I got to say, of all the beers we tried, again, we didn't know what to expect. We were like, these are pretty dang good beers. So hats off to you, my friend.
Thank you. Cheers.
Oh, well, as we say on Beer Guys TV, beers to you.
Beers to you.
Yeah, there you go. But anyway, well, keep up the great work. We're certainly looking forward to visiting the Horizon or any of the fun ships again that have the breweries on board and trying some of your products. And if anybody wanted to check out, let me ask you this: are your beers available anywhere other than the ships? So
our beers are available. We do some contracting with a place in Lakeland, Florida called Brew Hub. Okay. So if you happen to live around Lakeland, you can go to Brew Hub and acquire the beers there. Okay. Other than that, they're not available anywhere other than the fleet of Carnival ships.
Makes sense.
So you got to come see us in order to get the beer.
And there's nothing wrong with that, folks. We left home and it was 13 below zero and snowing. So there you go. Boy, this is tough.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, very good. Well, thanks for your time. I know you're brewing some beer. I want to take up all your time there, but again, keep up the good work. We plan on trying a few more before the trip is over. We got a few days to go yet, right, Carol?
Yes.
All right, that means more beer.
Just real quick, if anybody's interested, I do have a social media account for this. So if folks want to check it out, maybe shoot me a message and see what's coming up. Yeah. It's Brewin Rob at Instagram.
Brewin Rob.
Yeah. BREWIN Rob.
Brewin Rob. I like it.
Yep.
Oh, there you go. We'll have to check that out.
Yeah.
All right. Well, very good. Well, thanks again, Rob, and for Carol behind the scenes here, and for Rob, myself, Greg. Until next time, I just say high seas, beers to you. Cheers. There you go. Good job, man. Appreciate it.
Beer Guys TV reminds you to drink responsibly, never drink and drive, and always use a DD. Be sure to expand your beer list by trying something different. Remember to check out BeerGuysTV.com and find us on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. Thanks for listening to this Beer Guys TV podcast. Sponsor messages you hear on our podcast are paid endorsements unless otherwise stated. These messages help us bring Beer Guys TV to you. We encourage you to support our sponsors so that we may continue to provide quality entertainment and information. Our reviews are honest opinions. Your opinion and taste may vary. We encourage you to try beers and products for yourself and form your own opinions. We'd love to hear from you. Tell us what beer you like and send us your suggestions for us to review. You can contact us at BeerGuysTV@gmail.com.